This video we're going to demonstrate some of the options in the Create Complex Terrain Model tool. That can be found under the Terrain Modeling Tools in your task menu. On the first row, Create Complex Terrain Model. In this file I have several terrain models, and I want to combine some of them, or maybe all of them, into one complex terrain model. So you can see I've got a building, entrance road, my main existing ground, my main road here, my parking lot, and my pond. And so they're all shown separately and triangulated over here in view 2 and shaded here in view 4. So I'm going to access the Create Complex Terrain Model tool. It will list on the left hand side my terrain models currently in the file. I have an area where I can put them in a process order, and then the output terrain, I can give it a feature definition and name it. So for example, I want to take my ground surface and add it here as the first option. So it's going to be the first thing to process. It's my primary surface, and I want to bring main road over. Now there's two things I can do. I can merge main road, or I can append with main road. And in my case, I want to append, merge. So I'm going to change that to merge. I'm also going to bring in the entrance road. I'll set the merge option first before I click the add option. And you can see I can add and remove as well. As far as the output terrain, I can select a feature definition. So in my case, I'll select design contours, and we'll just call this merged surf 1. Now at this point, if I click finish, it will go ahead and process, and it will bring in ground, it will merge main road, and then merge entrance road. And the difference between append and merge is that append simply takes the information, break lines and so forth, and just inserts it along with all the break lines and feature types in the ground surface, so it combines the two. Merge will overwrite that area. So you can see in my case I've shown the outline or boundary of my surface. The existing ground in this area will disappear and it will be replaced with main road. And the same thing will happen over here in this area for entrance road. So I'll click finish. It'll process it, and you can see it's got the existing ground where it was, but in the areas where the roads are, it's merged or overwritten existing ground. And I've added another surface here in my terrain model called merge surf 1. Now I'll go ahead and go back to it. I can edit that complex terrain model, and for example, let's just change the process order of the roadways, and we'll focus our attention on this area here where the two roads come together. So if I switch the order, now main road is the third one in the list, entrance road second, apply, you can see that changes the way. So now surface number 2 got overwritten with surface 3, which was main road. So in my case, I want to go ahead and go back the other way and push main road back up 1 and apply, and it cleans up that entrance road, or the entrance between the two roads. To demonstrate append, I'll go ahead and delete this surface, and we'll create another complex terrain model. And this time I will go ahead and use the ground option, or the ground. I'm going to put my ground in, so I'll add that. And that's my primary surface, and I'm going to bring in my pond, and I'm going to append with my pond. And my output, I'll go ahead and use the same feature definition, design contours, and I will call this append surf. So focusing my attention on the pond, if I hit finish, you can see how it inserts the pond information along with existing ground and then triangulates all of them together. And if I look over here in my 3D view, you can see. So you can see it kind of looks a lot different. And if I were to edit that, and let's take it back to merge, so we'll just come in here and highlight the pond and select merge, apply. It overwrites the existing ground in that area. So that kind of shows you the difference between append and merge. So I'll go ahead and delete that surface and create one last terrain model. And I'm going to start with ground again. And this time you can see I can do selection sets. I can pick from a selection set, so I can have my terrain models selected. I can multiple select here and add them all at once, and then have different options maybe. So I can say, I'm going to merge the building. I'm going to merge entrance road, merge main road, and merge the pond, but maybe I'll append the parking lot, and we'll see what we get. I can adjust the order, depending on what I think is appropriate. Hit finish. Oops, and I didn't set the contour or the feature definition, but I'll go back and edit that. And so this time we'll select the feature definition to be design contours. So you can see the parking lot looks kind of crazy because I appended with the parking lot. Another thing I noticed is that this area of my building looks kind of funny. So let's kind of edit the complex terrain model, and maybe we can fix that here. So we'll select the parking lot. We'll change that to merge. Maybe I need to move my building down below entrance road. And you can see that cleans up that area. And you can see I have nice clean transitions between my parking lot and my entrance road. And that's because my parking lot comes in after my entrance road in the list. So creating a complex terrain model can be pretty simple. You just add the surfaces that you want, or the terrains, and the order you want to process them, and then create a new surface.